Hi you guys, it's me KookieMilkshake and I'm back with another video. Okay, first things first, get your hair out your face. As for me, I'm bald. Just kidding, I'm not all the way bald, but I put on a wig just for this, just for you guys. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is a cotton pad. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to take the hair off of it because I have cats and I have on a wig and it's getting everywhere. And now I'm getting my micellar water by Dickinson. You can barely see. There we go. It's the witch hazel one. So now I'm just gonna wipe my face off while I'm trying not to pay attention to the TV. And we're just gonna keep on cleansing because you need a clean base before you start off with your makeup every single time. If you don't do this, the makeup never turns out right. So wash your face first, or at least wipe it down with some micellar water. Alright, so after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my banana powder by Black Radiance. That's what I'm showing right now. Try not to spill all the powder out from the top. So I got powder puff, and that is from Amazon. And I'm just putting that all over my eyebrows. And all this does is create a matte base that's not moving everywhere because of the oils on my skin or skincare, and this will just leave your eyebrows on all day. Now I'm using a fluffy brush that apparently has blush on it to wipe off all the powder. Alright, so next thing we're going to be using is this e.l.f. pencil that I held up for a literal second, and look how tiny it is. It's a precise eyebrow pencil or something. So I'm just going to start by scribbling underneath my eyebrow. And normally I like to brush my hairs upwards for this, but I don't know why I didn't do that. I guess I wasn't really thinking. So I just repeat the same thing on both sides. It's kind of like a guideline. Like, this is not where we're going outside of. Like, you know how you color in the lines? Well, I'm making the lines, okay? That's what's happening. Okay, so after I do that, I do go ahead and like add more hair strokes. I don't know why I'm going like extra speedy fast, but I add more hair strokes and then I make a downwards line right at my arch. And this just looks the best on my eyebrows when I do it this way. And this is normally what I do to other people's eyebrows. And now I'm just brushing it all out. This is how you blend out your eyebrows. So if you don't have a brush for an eyebrow pencil, then all you need to do, why am I staring at the TV so hard? All you need to do is get a disposable spoolie. Oh, that's what it's called. Or a mascara wand. Now I'm going back in and filling in any gaps. Always make sure you have like a big mirror and a small mirror when you're doing your makeup, because sometimes you might miss something. So you just want to keep checking that, because I was missing stuff because I only had a big mirror out. So just keep going until it looks pretty good, and then we can start on the next step. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and this is like matte. It will dry down by itself. You don't have to powder or anything like that. So I'm going to put that on the back of my hand, boop, just like that, and I'm going to close that buddy up so I don't dry out. Then I'm going to get myself a little brush. There we go, just like that. It's a dome shaped brush, and I'm going to put that inside of that concealer, and then I'm going to put that right underneath my eyebrow, because what are we doing? We're carving those brows out, baby. And this is going to like fix any mistakes that you might have. And if you accidentally go outside of the lines that we put down, our little lines that we can't color outside of, that's okay. You can go back in with your brow pencil after this has dried down a bit. So we're going to continue doing that. I'm going to copy the same thing on both sides. Look at the camera. Okay. And we're going to make that thicker. So I'm basically using this as a eyeshadow base, but it doesn't really work as an eyeshadow base because it's not sticky. But we're doing that anyway because I'm not doing anything that's bright. So I'm just continuously looking and checking to make sure that my lines are straight and even. And I put that all over my eyelid. And then after I put that all over my eyelid, I'm going to go ahead and use my fingies that are nice and toasty. And I'm going to blend that all in. And look at that. It's an even color now. And it's a brighter base, which means it's going to be a lot easier to make the color pop on my eyeballs. So just keep blending. Just keep blending and blending and blending until you can't blend no more. Your fingers just fall off. Now I have my Morphe 9T, oh my gosh, 9T palette, which is all neutral shades. So let me just bust that thing right open. It's gonna take me a minute. Give it a second. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna start off with this taupey color. And what are we gonna use this for? We're gonna use this to contour our eyeballs, okay? Because this is kind of gray toned brown. So it's the perfect shade to like deepen my eye sockets. Yeah. Because I don't have hooded eyes. I thought I did. I really don't. But anyway, we're just using that to like make my eye socket look like it's deeper inside of my head. Okay. And we're doing the same thing on each side. I like to put it at the front of my eyebrow and then leave a gap at the brow bone. You see what I'm doing there? I'm like creating this line to create a bit of a more sunken in effect. And it just pronounces my eyes a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna blend all that out towards my the front of my eyeball and the not front. And now I'm using this very, very warm tone brown for like more depth, because this is just the shadow that we put first. Now we're bronzing it, okay? Look at that. Look at how much depth that I just added into my eye just by adding those two shades. Now if I miss one of these, would it still work? Kinda, but not all the time. And you can see that I'm like kind of following the way my bone structure is built. And it just makes the makeup a lot more flattering when you do this. And I don't like that word, but that's literally what it does. I mean, look at what I'm doing. You're literally just doing a sweeping motion or a windshield wiper motion, and this will just do a good wash of color on your eye. Now I'm going back in with my concealer, because you know what time it is? It is already cut crease time. Okay, we got that right on the back, and now we're gonna go in with our dome brush again. Say hi. And we're gonna put that in that concealer, and we're literally gonna do the same thing. You know how we carved out our eyebrows? Now we're gonna carve out our eyelids. I know that sounds weird, but I start by like doing these little micro taps. I don't think that's what it's called, but that's what I'm doing little taps, and I drag it out at the end, and I connect it, and I start patting it and blending it down, or I guess pushing it down, because it's not really blending out. Yeah, so I keep doing that until I get like a about even-ish wash of color, probably like about 80% even wash of color. And then I kind of put that in my inner corner too. And now I'm gonna repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Actually, I'm not repeating the exact same thing. I just did it an entirely different way, which is probably why these ended up looking completely different. And you see how much concealer I lost so quick? That's why I just went over there and grabbed some more. So I'm going to put some more on the back of my hand without you guys seeing. And now I'm going to go in with my little brushy brush. And I am going to just drag it out because I have no patience. And then I start to drag it down. And then I drag it out again, drag it down. And it keeps going and going and going. And I'm back to the micro tapping. And this is where I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So I just go in anyway and kind of follow that line that I made with my eyebrows. You see how right at the brow bone is got a dip in it? I was trying to follow that, but I feel like I made it too big of a dip, is what I thought. But I didn't check myself in my big mirror. So I'll show you guys like what's gonna happen after this. I look at it and I'm just like, something seems off. So I try to like add some more color onto the other side. Because I'm just like, okay, let me just fix this. Like, maybe the problem is that it's like not bright enough. And you see, I kind of got the dip on that side too, but it's not as prominent. So as you just saw, I just fixed the other side and I lifted up my eyeball skin so I can get that a little better, because sometimes your eye likes to move around to and fro. So just fix that up and then start patting it. You don't want to do this type of thing, the dragging of the skin all over the place. I mean, you can if you don't care about like creating wrinkles on your face. It really doesn't matter, but just saying. Okay, now I'm just thinking in my head, I should probably do something to make this cut crease even more fabulous. So I look to my right. Then I bend down and I'm like, oh, that's where my palette is. It's right on my desk. So I pick it up and we're going in with this bone color from the same palette. We're using that one first. I did tap to another color that was like a warm tone, but we aren't using that yet. So I'm trying to set this as if this matte concealer did not dry down, but anyway, we're gonna pretend like I didn't do that. And now I'm just like really getting in there. Now I'm looking down yet again, and I am grabbing out that color that I showed you earlier, and I'm putting that right on top of this, but not everywhere. I put it only on my outer corners, and I blended that in real good. And do you see like the slow motions that I'm using? This is like really important, because if you don't think about it while you're blending, then you're gonna have some messy mess on your eyeball, and who wants that? Me, I do. So now I'm going back in with that white. It was looking a bit too dark, so I'm brightening it up with that just a little bit. And yeah, okay, so now I'm going in with my Sunset Makeup waterproof eyeliner, and bless me, I sneezed, baby. And I struggled to open that for a little bit, and now I'm gonna show you. Isn't it beautiful? Apparently whatever was on TV was more beautiful to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rest my elbow on my table, and I'm gonna use that to drag out that eyeliner. Okay, and I'm just going slow, trusting the process. Even if I mess up, I trust the process. Okay, and now I'm going back the other way, and I'm just kind of tapping the eyeliner like across my eyelid, if that makes sense. And now I'm going on to the next one, and I'm gonna try to repeat the same thing, and you can kind of see me getting confused like as I'm doing it. So the left side definitely went a lot better than the right. Can we agree on that? Because I don't know what was going on the right side. You would think that that side would be easier, but guess what? The camera flipped. So that was actually my left side that I started with. Okay, so you see I'm just going back the other way with the eyeliner, and I'm also just trying to tap it, make sure it looks good. That's why I'm like staring at you like a crazy person. And I'm just continuing on with this eyeliner for a millennia. Now I've decided I'm going to attempt to do the rest of the right side, and I messed up. And that's okay. We're going to ignore that, and we keep pushing, okay? We just keep on going, even though we want to cry. After I finish up that eyeliner, I'm going in with my angled brush to go in with my dark chocolate delicious Nubian Princess Brown to really add more depth back into my cut crease, because I felt like the lightness of the cut crease was a little bit overpowering. So I just tap that along, and I do repeat this on the next side, but I'm not showing that. After I have finished that, I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. I'm going to blend out that harsh line that I've created as best as I can. And I'm going to repeat that on both sides. And you see how the right side is more beautiful and has a thicker amount of brown lusciousness. And then the left side is looking drab and sad. I don't know why that was happening either, but we go on, okay? We push, baby. And it doesn't matter who's looking. And now the moment you've been waiting for, we're finally cleaning up that mess that I've created with my eyeliner. I'm just using that same matte concealer, and I'm just tapping it along the eyeliner mistake, and boom, it's like it never even happened. Just let it dry down and it'll look just as beautiful as the rest. Now I'm going in with my micellar water again, and a cotton ball instead of a cotton pad because I'm cheap, and we're gonna clean up all of that concealer that's under my eye, because we don't want any extra product, alright? Okay, so now I'm going in with this eyeliner that really isn't good, and I probably should throw it away because I've had it for 3 years, and I'm putting it in my inner corner, you see? And I'm struggling, so what do? I pinch my nose. Yep, that's what I do. And it works, okay? So try it sometime. If your nose flaps get in the way, just pinch it and it works, okay? Trust me. Or just try it, okay? And let me know in the comments how that goes. Also, how is this video going for you guys? Are you liking it? If you like it, make sure to like it. If you have something to comment. Like, even if it's like, ooh, I hate it. That's okay. Just tell me. And I wanna see what is gonna help you guys out, okay? Or you can help me out, rather. Now it's time for the Great Lash, okay? This is the Black is Black by Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. So I'm resting my arm again, and I'm wiggling that mascara wand. You see how I'm wiggling? I'm wiggling, and then I'm going up. Wiggle it up. And this is gonna make those eyelashes go sky high. I want to try that sky high mascara so bad, but I don't feel like buying anything. So yeah, you're gonna do that and repeat it on both sides. And do not forget to look at yourself awkwardly in the mirror, okay? Alright, so now I'm going in with my Hint by Morphe. I hate that name. Like, why is there so much going on there? But anyway, I do like 4 drops of this, 2 on my cheek, and then 1 in my cupid's bow and 1 on my chin. Why is it in my cupid's bow? Why did I do that? And this is why I got foundation all over my lips. I don't know why I did that, you guys. That was very weird of me. Alright, so now I'm just using a random brush to just spread the foundation all over my face, and then I realized that my face looks very strange. But I keep going, so I'm using my really thick and dense brush. I don't know what type of brush this is. Please let me know down below, please. So I'm like blending it all out, blending it underneath my eyes, and I'm spreading it across my lips. I never put foundation on my lips. I don't know why I decided that today was the day I was going to do that, but that's what I do. I spread it out, and I'm just like, oh, my forehead looks weird. Let me put some foundation up there. And there's nothing left on my brush. So I got the dropper and I boop my forehead again, and now I'm blending it out. How does it look, you guys? Does it look good? I hope it does, because I feel like this foundation is my perfect match, and they should make it forever, but they don't sell it at my local Ulta anymore. It's very rude. Anyway, let's continue. And your favorite concealer has made a return. Okay, so what are we going to use this concealer for this time? We're going to use it under our eyes to highlight. And I'm using this angled brush again. Why? Because I'm trying to correct my eyeliner again. Because when I try to clean up that concealer from earlier, remember? It did not clean up all the way because this is a waterproof eyeliner. Did I mention that? I don't know. But I put that underneath my eyeliner, and I also put it in the inner corners of my eye, just to really make it bright and luscious. And as we know from looking at my hand from earlier, we know that this dries down. So if you're like, why is this concealer literally the same color as your robe, don't worry about it, babes. It's fine, I promise. Now I'm going in with my big juicy brush and I'm blending out my fangs, and I literally use this for everything, and I probably shouldn't. We'll get back to that later. But I just blend and blend until I can't blend anymore, and I can't feel my fingers. I can't even feel my toes for that matter. Yeah. So I just keep going forever and ever. Now I am trying to decide which lip tint stain thing I'm going to use. And I quickly decided I'm going to use the mauve one on my cheeks. And if you're wondering where this is from, it is from Profusion. I don't remember if it's like, I think they call it a lip stain, but it doesn't stain. Or is it called a lip tint? I don't know. Maybe it's called a lip tint because a lip stain is very misleading if that's what it's really called. But again, I'm using the same brush. I don't know why this brush has me in a chokehold, you guys. Please rip it from my hands. But you can't because they're gripping too hard. Why am I holding the brush like that? Anyway, I'm gonna keep blending forever and ever and ever. Now I'm going to go ahead and powder. Yes, remember that banana powder from earlier? We're using it again. Okay, multifaceted, show-stopping, never been done before. Yeah. Okay, so I'm patting that all over my under eye so it can look beautiful. That was not even a word. I don't know what that transition was. That was scary. But yeah, that's what I did. And now I'm going to use this nude pencil that I'm holding in the air for some reason, and I'm gonna put it in my waterline. See? Yeah, I'm putting that all up in my waterline. But be careful with doing this. You shouldn't do this every day. It's not good for your eyes, especially if you don't clean your eyes. Please clean your eyeballs after you're done with your makeup, please. Okay, so now I'm putting on some Luscious mascara, but you didn't see that I already put some on the other side. Don't tell nobody. Don't. Or I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to knock the door down. Okay? Anyway, yeah. I'm putting on mascara on my lower lashes. I have no tips for this. All you need to know is to keep your mouth agape the entire time, or like really look stern while you're doing it, or else it's not going to look right and you're going to get the mascara all over your face. It's true. Look at me. See, it's like all over my face now because I didn't have my mouth open. You don't know that though. Oh, and the brush returns again, you guys. Aren't you excited? Because this is what messed up my makeup. Do not continue use the same brush like I'm doing, okay? I should have used that powder brush that I used for my eyebrows at the beginning. I should have used that. And now I'm going back in with that Morphe 9T palette, the neutral 9 color palette. And I'm using this really nice, tiny, fluffy brush, but I'm using it on my lips. I don't remember what color I put it to. It's a brown color for sure. It's definitely brown. And I'm just rubbing that all over my lippers, my smackers. And this is gonna be my lip liner of the day. After that lip liner is obviously that lip tint thing that we use in our cheeks, and this is gonna make everything cohesive by using the same color. So I'm just smacking my lips. And I'm just like, wow, this lip color is underwhelming. It's a little too natural. So I'm going to go ahead and get my lip gloss or something. I don't remember what I did. I actually pulled out the chocolate brown from the 9T palette. And you know what I'm going to use that for? I'm going to deepen the color of my lips. And it do something? Just barely. Just like a little tinge, a twinkle, if you will, of color, okay? And that's alright. It still looked cute, so I was like, okay, it's still boring. And that's why I brought out the lip gloss, because I knew I put it on. I just didn't know when. But look, I found it. And it has other colors in it. But it's clear, I promise. And look at it. It looked like it just came to life. Wow. Amazing. Show stopping. Never been done before. And now we come to the end of the video where I brush out this crazy wig. Okay, did you guys like the video? Did you watch it in? If you watched it in, comment down the pink heart emoji, but like the one that's like got too much going on. If you know what I mean, then it doesn't really matter. Just comment a pink heart emoji, your favorite one, okay? And just watch me brush my hair like I'm a little doll. Yes, mama, slay, honey, for sure. Okay, I'm done talking. Bye, you guys. Have a good night. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Bye.